Last time here on Optimus's channel, we took a look at Karen as she broke through new levels and ended up reaching her Super Saiyan potential in her battle to, I don't know, inconvenience everyone else around her. But today, we're going to be taking a look at another Karen. Does she have the potential to match up with the legendary Super Saiyan Karen? Find out on this episode of Optimus. Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today, once again, we're going to be taking a look at Karen here. Now, I've noticed that a lot of these instances that take place surrounding these videos and whatnot seem to be taking place, at least recently, in supermarkets and restaurants and things like that where, well, you have to wear a mask to enter the premises. Now, obviously, here in the United States, we're still kind of struggling with the pandemic and everything, so a lot of places, they have mandated that you have to wear a mask, not only just to go into the store or whatever, but a lot of cities are actually starting to require you to wear a mask if you want to go places. And Karens, for some reason, definitely can't really handle the news. Personally, I don't have a huge problem with it, but there's Karens out there who, man, they act like they're basically being killed if you make them wear a mask. They act like you're destroying the very fabric of this country that makes it what it is, and it's absolutely ridiculous. And of course, we got another one on video today that we're going to be taking a look at here. Now, before we go ahead and get into this video, though, I have noticed that 50% of you who are watching my videos are not subscribed to the channel, and I know a lot of you are also watching multiple videos because the average person on my channel watches over 5 of my videos. So if you're enjoying my videos enough to click on them several times, you might as well just hit the subscribe button. You can stay in the loop and get plenty of entertainment, as I have been uploading a lot of videos recently, just banging content out daily. So make sure to hit the sub button, and on top of that, 19% of you who have subscribed have your notifications on for YouTube and my channel, which is awesome, but I think a lot more of you could be doing that and getting notified when I upload videos. And with that being said, leave a like if you do enjoy the video, and let's go ahead and get right on into it. So apparently this video takes place at a Trader Joe's in North Hollywood, California. Now I've noticed that a lot of these videos with Karens and people getting mad over stuff like this, they've been happening in California, which shouldn't be too big of a surprise, right, considering it is one of the biggest states in the union, but I just find it kind of weird that a lot of these videos are coming out. I don't know if you guys are aware of like the whole Florida man meme here on the internet, but it's almost like California Karen is really starting to compete. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look inside of Trader Joe's here in Hollywood.
This is day one. This is opening day of Trader Joe's in North Hollywood. This is Karen. Woo!
Democratic pigs! All of you! That man harassed me for not wearing a...
You gotta love how she just takes that shopping basket and just slams it on the ground, because that really helps prove your point, when you act like a complete toddler inside of Trader Joe's, that really proves your point, the people who just simply wanted you to wear a mask to go inside of the store so you don't, transmit or get coronavirus. They looked at you, slammed that thing down, and they were like, you know what? I think this is a well-adjusted, reasonable person. I think that I think I'm gonna leave this person alone now. I think they should be inside of the store. Now, she makes the claim that a man was quote-unquote harassing her for wearing a mask. Well, the thing is, once again, in a lot of places, it's mandated that you have to wear a mask. So, I mean, if you want to go out in public, you kind of have to at this point in a lot of these places. Now, I don't know if this is necessarily, I guess, a community that requires it, but even then, stores are also mandating that you have to wear them, even in communities where it's not forced, and you do have to abide by the store's rules. I mean, you're not entitled to be inside of a Trader Joe's. I can't get over the fact that this happened at a Trader Joe's. Apparently, this was opening day. The store just opened back up, and guess what? We got the Karen outbreak going on, It's kind of sad, though, because you got to think about the fact that retail employees, they already deal with enough most of the time. I've talked about this as someone who worked in fast food. They already deal with enough. They already have ungrateful customers just ruining their day a lot of the time because they just can't act properly when they go in the store. But now on top of that, they got this global pandemic going on, and everyone is either mad that they have to wear a mask or is freaking out about it. And, they basically have to enforce this rule because it's kind of the company policy or whatever, and it's their job to, I guess, uphold. And they got to deal with being verbally abused by Karens like this because of something that is honestly out of their control. I mean, come on, man, give these people a break. Like, you're in a store first and foremost. You don't really need to be causing a scene like this. If you're not willing to comply with what they ask, then just leave the store. I don't think it's really that big of a deal. Now, you might think that this is the end of it, right? Like, well, Optimus, what, this little clip, this is what we're talking about? Well, no, actually, it goes further than this. For some reason, Karen, when she was like, approached and told that she should be wearing a mask or whatever, she decided that, that's not enough. It's not enough to die on this hill about not wearing the mask and basically not being allowed inside the store. I'm gonna continue my tirade and go after other people who are recording, I guess, this entire thing go down. So let's go ahead and take a look at that one.
I have a breathing problem. My doctor would not let me wear a mask. So anyone harassing me to wear a mask, you guys are violating federal law. You get that? Get that on camera.
Alright, I just want to say, like, I've seen so many people come around and they say, oh, I can't wear these masks because I have a breathing problem. And, oh, my doctor won't let me wear a mask because, you know, I have a breathing problem. I have a condition. Wearing a mask makes it to where I can't breathe. Well, I don't understand that because, I mean, there's, like, obviously science around this, right? I mean, they're not just kind of making things up willy-nilly about these masks, and they don't drop your O2 levels, you know? It's not like you put the mask on and you can't breathe, right? It's incredible, right? Because you think about the fact that there's nurses and doctors and surgeons and whatnot working 12-hour shifts, and they have to wear these masks. I mean, it's part of their job. They have to not only wear this mask, a lot of the time they have to wear another one over top. They gotta wear goggles to block their eyes, so, you know, they're not getting anything in their eyes. All this stuff, they gotta wear this for 12 hours at a time. But, you know, it's incredible how they don't just pass out and die. It's incredible how all these doctors working these 12 to 24-hour shifts to protect people. I'm assuming some of them have breathing problems, right? I mean, the medical field, that's a pretty big field. You're telling me there's no medical professionals with breathing problems? But they can wear these masks for hours on end, but Karen can't, you know, shop for banana chips for 25 minutes at Trader Joe's with a mask on. It's incredible. I don't know. And you know what? I'll be fair, right? If you do have a breathing problem and you can't wear a mask, even though that doesn't really it doesn't make sense, I guess, you know? If that's the case, then carry something around from your doctor. You know, you would think that your doctor would give you like a written excuse or something like that just in case. Because, I mean, if it's a legitimate medical condition and even your doctor would agree on something like that, you would think he'd give you something so, I don't know, you can show your employer, you can show it to places that you're going so you can shop and things like that. I mean, in a world where the mask is kind of becoming a necessity, you would think that that would happen. So how come your doctor who said you can't wear a mask gave you nothing to prove this? And I'll be even more fair. I'll go ahead and give you a little bit of an idea here. If you know that the place is going to make you wear a mask, and you know that you apparently can't wear one, maybe just don't go. Because the truth is there's still a lot of stores and places that don't require you to wear one, like Walmart, at least here in Ohio. They don't really require you to wear a mask to go inside. They, of course, encourage it, and they encourage social distancing and whatnot. But, I mean, at this point, you know, you say you have a medical condition that prevents you from wearing a mask that doesn't drop your O2 levels and you can breathe just fine in. Your doctor said all this, gave you no paper or anything to prove it, and then at the same time, you purposely went into a place where you knew they were going to turn you away because you didn't have a mask, thinking that they were just going to be okay with it. Like, at a certain point, it kind of just becomes your fault, and it's like all kind of coming back on you. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to think, Trader Joe's is requiring people to wear a mask. I'm either not willing to wear one or for some reason can't wear one. I probably shouldn't go to Trader Joe's. I don't know, maybe I'm just using too much logic and reasoning with that one to think that, you know, you just probably could shop somewhere else, but yeah. And the problem, honestly, is that these workers are, I guess, subjected to having to deal with this fucking idiot. I mean, they're clearly trying to be polite and reasonable with her, and she's just losing her mind. I mean, she's a middle-aged woman standing in the middle of Trader Joe's, absolutely losing her shit because she has to wear a mask to go shopping, at least in that store. I mean, honestly, at this point, I would understand if like an 8-year-old was like, no, I'm not wearing a mask, and they threw something on the ground and were stomping around. I would understand that. You know, it's a little kid and whatnot, but this is a middle-aged woman, and this is how she decided to react to something that she should have known from the fucking jump was gonna happen. Now, this might be, it's Twitter, you know, it's a random person, you can't really confirm it, but, you know, I would imagine that people don't just lie about shit like this. It would just be kind of ridiculous. But this tweet here says, yep, a friend of a friend was a witness to this. She wore a mask in line and then took it off once she got inside. She was looking to cause a scene. Which, if that is the case, you know, that's kind of miraculous considering the fact that, you know, she couldn't wear a mask. Her doctor mandated it, right? She has a medical reason she couldn't wear a mask, but I mean, she could wear one in line for long enough? I mean, once again, this is the opening day of a Trader Joe's. You would think that at this point, like, the store would probably be pretty busy, right? And you'd have to wait in a pretty good line. And they're probably letting only a certain amount of people in and out of the store at the same time, so she, you know, she could have been there for hours in reality if she really wanted to be. I mean, if you wore it for more than like 15 minutes, Honestly, you could have just wore it inside of the store as well. I mean, remember, you have a breathing problem. What the human body, you can't go, what, like 2.5 minutes without passing out if you don't have enough oxygen? But you could wear that mask in line with that breathing problem, and then you could go inside and take it off, knowing that that was not going to be okay. It's pretty odd that with that breathing problem, you know, you could stand there that whole time and whatnot, but I mean, if that's true, then that's kind of sad, because if you think about it, she literally did just stand in line knowing that she was going to have to wear a mask, and then kind of lied about having a medical condition, thinking that the store was just going to be okay with this whole thing. Like, you know, it comes to a certain point where you got to realize, like, yeah, I'm actually like a middle-aged adult and maybe I should just be a reasonable person. I'm sorry, but it's not reasonable. I mean, you can oppose wearing the mask. I don't care. You can have that opinion. I really don't give a shit. But it isn't reasonable to try and go into a place where you know they're going to make you wear a mask, lie about having a condition that doesn't allow you to breathe through a mask, stand in line for God knows how long to get into a Trader Joe's with a mask on, so contradicting what you already said, and then completely just verbally attacking all the employees and customers in the store because, you know, they enforced the fucking rules of the store. That's not a reasonable thing to do. So, I mean, that's all I really have to say about this. Thank you guys for watching, though. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel. Follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at SubTheOptimus. Make sure to check out Shop Opti down below. Thank you to my channel members. Your support helps my channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, contending with the Super Saiyan Karen, and signing out.